What is up, investors? Jason here. So we're going to be talking about my favorite altcoin, and that is Cardano. So in some recent news with Cardano, there was a tweet that was just put out by Input Output saying that they have sent a update proposal to hard fork the Cardano testnet. And this gets us even closer to that Vasil hard fork launch on the mainnet that hopefully does come out at the end of next month. Now, we need to be doing a little bit of a technical analysis because there are some things going on with Cardano when we look over at the charts for USD, for Bitcoin and Ethereum, comparing the price of ADA and all these. Now, some big things going on currently because we have some very positive price movements. Even though that we're seeing so much volatility over in the crypto market, there are some things that definitely need to be paying attention to. So we're going to do a comparison of ADA to all three. And also, we have some things to talk about the total value locked of ADA, which we're seeing more and more increase in that, and that's another good bullish sign that we need. So let's cover all this. So if you don't mind, please do me a huge favor because it really helps me out with the algorithm, and that is if you smash, destroy, annihilate, or just gently press that like button because it really does help a lot, and subscribe if you have not already because there is new content that comes out every single day. Now let's get to it. Now, looking real quick over at coinmarketcap.com to get an idea of what the crypto market is doing, we do have a lot of red on this particular day. We still have Bitcoin under that $21,000 price. It was nice seeing Bitcoin above $21,000 last week, but things have changed and the price keeps dropping lower and lower. We have for all the major cryptocurrencies that are not stable coins, they are in the red from what it looks like at this particular moment, and a lot of them are in the red over these last 7 days. We were seeing some positive price movements there for a little while. Now, the nice thing is we still do have Cardano that is still above that 45-cent price. So we do have a lot of support there. Hopefully it's going to be able to keep holding on to that support. So looking at the ADA USD chart, what we have is just a significant amount of sideways trading going on at this moment. We have this really nice support that we currently have, and we're getting ready to test that support again to see if it's still able to hold. Now, when things do start getting as tight as they are right now with this sideways trading, this is where things get a bit interesting because this could mean that the price could be due for a possible uptick or a downturn. Who knows what's going to happen there? But hopefully, to be optimistic here, we're going to see the price break through this current price that it's in right now. It would be nice to see the price in USD go above 60 cents again, like we were seeing back in the first week of June, around that time where we had seen a break through that 60-cent price. But at this moment, it's very tightening, trading sideways at this moment, still under that 50-cent price at this moment too. Now looking at ADA to Bitcoin, bit more of a different story here. Now, a lot of that sideways trading going on in this moment, and it's really tightening up along that 200-day moving average with Bitcoin right now. Now, hopefully within the next week, we could see ADA break through that 200-day moving average on the ADA Bitcoin chart. Also worth pointing out is how we have the 20-day moving average over that 100-day moving average, and hopefully we're going to keep working up to that 200-day moving average. It'd be really nice to see that crisscross here soon. But the other thing that is worth also looking at is the ADA to Ethereum, of course, because we're still above that, still way above that 200-day moving average, I should say. And now we have the 20-day moving average that has surpassed the 200-day moving average. And we're currently kind of just moving along the line of the 20-day moving average right now. But we definitely have that bullish crossover there with the 20-day moving average crossing over that 200-day moving average. Now let's get to those earlier tweets that Input Output had put out about how they had submitted an update proposal to hard fork the Cardano testnet. Input Output also released a series of tweets giving more details about updates that are currently going on. Definitely worth checking out. I'm not going to cover all of it right now. Input Output says that at the moment, 75% of the stake pool operators on the testnet have upgraded. The team will submit a testnet update proposal. Furthermore, Input Output says that the community should expect more information on the development this week. The Vasil hard fork remains one of the most anticipated upgrades on the Cardano network. It is expected to usher the blockchain into a stage of increased scalability and interoperability known as the basal phase on the network's roadmap. Additionally, over 500 dApps in development expected to boost the network's total value locked and ADA valuation. So now let's look at the total value locked. Now what we're seeing an increase in the total value locked of ADA tokens. And the other good thing here is, as we were seeing the price of Bitcoin dropping more and more in the second week of June, when Bitcoin did fall below that $20,000 price, we had seen a good amount of the ADA tokens actually start selling off a little bit too. So there was a dip in the total value locked of ADA. Now what we're seeing is we're starting to see that increase a bit, and we're getting back on track to where we were at the end of May. Now, currently with 309 million ADA tokens locked, and at the end of May, we were seeing around 309 million tokens locked. So this is all good things. They're back in the right direction. Things are starting to go back to being bullish. Now, also another thing going on right now is that we're seeing that the current leader of the total value locked Cardano is Wing Riders. Wing Riders is the current dominant as far as total value locked, with 16.82% of the total value locked being in Wing Riders right now, and the one-day change up more than 28%. So a lot going on here with Wing Riders. The total value locked for Wing Riders, about $52 million worth. So it's definitely nice seeing that rebound of the total value locked beta tokens increasing. And not only that, I expect it to just continue to increase as we get close to the testnet. And then after the testnet, after we get these dApps that are waiting out for the Vasil hard fork launch on the mainnet, after we get all this stuff and all these things that we've been hearing a lot about, I expect things to go pretty crazy after that. I mean, that's just my own opinion, but that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more total value locked of ADA as time does go on, and definitely after the launch of the Vasil hard fork on the mainnet. I expect things to be very interesting at that point. Now, as far as my price prediction, I'm still holding pretty firm at that $1 price. Now, I've heard some pretty crazy price predictions out there. People still saying that they're going to see the price of ADA going to $10 here very soon. I don't expect that we'll see that happen that soon, but $1 price prediction, I don't think that's too crazy to see, as long as things keep going in the right direction with Cardano, and if we can see a little bit more of a rebound with the price of Bitcoin. It'd be nice to see Bitcoin go back up to $28,000, at least above that, and that would be really good for the entire crypto market, and that would be our best chance of seeing ADA go to that $1 price. But anyways, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about all this. What do you guys think about what's currently going on with Cardano? I'd like to know. So with that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. See you guys next one.